Let me see. Cool. We are streaming now. Hello everyone, welcome to another live stream. And today we are playing WITCHFIRE. Yep. Fire. Been waiting to play this game since a very long time. I did wishlist this game on Steam and I was late to get it. But nevertheless, it's an amazing game. For any FPS player, this is a must play. I must tell you. I mean, this is more like Destiny 2 and Borderlands 4 had a kid. Something like that. Yeah. It's more like Souls and FPS put together. Souls kind of a game, and then FPS put together with styling. But what I liked about this game is, I mean, the shooting experience, I think, is much better than Destiny 2. Let me put it that way, at least for me. So yeah. So that's it. And let me just go. Let me show you. So I managed to upgrade myself. I started playing yesterday, but I put quite a few hours in this game. Yeah, and I managed to level up, but then the challenge in this game is, you know, you do not have enough details to basically learn from the various things that you should do or should not do. So I've been playing, and the way this goes is like, I am not sure. I mean, I'm trying to. It's gotten really difficult, and I lost all my WITCHFIRE yesterday. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy it. Let me see. Let's learn together. Let me put it that way. So I got this Mandrake. Prevents fatal damage once per expedition. Activated. Restores some health. Fully recharges spells. Okay. I don't have a ring. I have this, but this does not do much. I can show you how difficult it has got. The mistake that I did is I ascended myself, and I did not ascend in the right places because I did not know much about this. I've ascended to level 17, and what happens is the enemies also ascend. I mean, what I would have done is basically upgraded my guns and then ascended. So in that way, you know, I would basically would have saved few things. Okay, I think it should be right. This is where I died. Let's see how I do. See the number of enemies coming in? Damn. one more I see. Okay. Here's that. Let's see. There are 4 here. There are 2 more. As I think. Yeah. What was that? Okay. There's a big guy right there somewhere. Why can't I see him? What the heck? Oh, there he is. Bonus elixir. Lucky I got saved. I died. Bonus elixirs. Increase heavy spell recharge from Okay, cool. Let me see. I have to refill. Yeah. Where is... There it is. It's a pretty interesting game, I must tell you. It's fun. And I love the kind of the way this game progresses. And actually the dynamics are pretty good. It's not a very simple game. I mean, it's not an easy game. Let me be very honest. It's I just died. I lost all my WITCHFIRE yesterday. WITCHFIRE is basically a game currency that you gather as you kill the enemies, and that's what is needed for everything that you in order to progress in this game. More or less, yes. Let me see. Serious object visible, but I don't know. I didn't find it. I don't know why. Hang on. I think I can get out here because I have got the orb, but I don't want to. But there are quite a few coming in. Are you prepared? Let's see. It's surprisingly going well today. I don't know why. Probably I was pretty exhausted yesterday. Maybe that's the reason. Bonus damage to burning foes, but when the burn ends, they heal. They heal part of damage. Okay, hang on. Need to get these first. Follow the footsteps is what he says. Where did he go? You know where she is. I think she left. I don't see her. Oh, there she is. Yeah, it's asking me to follow this. Both of them are going the same direction. Come on, man, where are they taking me? Okay. That's it? See, it's taking me somewhere. There's a guy ahead. Oh, there she is. Didn't I get her? Oh, that's bad. I should have got her. Just a little bit left. crazy, man. What the hell? What did it... I should not have come here. Oh. Necessarily lost a lot of life. Not sure where it's taking me though. Get it. Okay, I gotta get this guy today. So let's go here. Finish this. I'm here. Again will take me somewhere nonsense, I don't know. Oh shit, I made a mistake. Should have... Where do I have to go now? Find the missing head. Forget it. There you go. What was that sound? Wait and fight calamity. Where is the calamity catalyst? Shit, what is that? Oh my goodness. This guy is rising. It all had to happen right now. Can you see that? Don't have a life also. One hit and I'm done. Don't have. I don't think I have any life. Where can I find it? Get out, otherwise I'm gonna die. What the hell? Come on! Are you kidding me right now? Portal will open in 2 minutes. Had to happen. Oh man. It's bad. Oh shit. Bad start. Oh. Just 21? That's it? Won't work that way, I think. You see, I just have to go and get the remains, if at all I can. So I have to work on the build, man, or should I start from the beginning? That's what I'm thinking, because I have made quite a few mistakes, which is causing me a lot of trouble. Come on. Won't let me get up or what? This is where I died, there are quite a few of them. A good one, man. Why can't I see it? This is the only way that I can get out. Shall we go? Need a better build actually. This build is not working for me. Portal is opening in 19 seconds. The mistake that I did was I should not have defended myself. Instead, I should have researched and got the guns and all that stuff. Something else. Okay. This is that attaches to the environment or enemy, it explodes after a while, but can be shot for more powerful explosions. No enhancement. Madness bead. So I need this elixir ailment. Firing occasionally does not consume ammo. Elemental duration bead. Madness bead. Melee recharge. I need this actually. And for this I need faith to be 30. Cool. This is working fine, to be honest with you. But you know what? Instead of the ricochet, I need to get Angelus, because the amount of the ammo is more on this. Hang on. Let's see. I need second Mysterium incantation. How do I do that? What is... I don't know, what is that? Find out. There's one more thing. You know what? There's one more thing that I need to do. Gnosis 3. There was one more. This requires Gnosis 2. There was one, I think one more that requires... No? Oh, fine. I have to, the next thing that I need to do is I have to upgrade my weapons, man. At least with the spells, and I need to find out. I need to get those relics and research them. See, how do I do that? Start from the corner. Okay, that is done. Go here now. From here somewhere. What's the use of having a sniper if you can't hide, right? Let me see if I can. Hey, come on. Yes. This is fun, man. This is really fast. Why can't I see those guys? Smart guys, man. They're smart. The AI is really smart. Why can't I see them? Where are they hiding? Not today, brother, not today. What is this? What? Okay, so I need to get ammo first, which is not there anywhere nearby. Need 3. I hope there's something interesting in here. Assist that attaches to enemies becoming their additional weak spot. That's nice. Damn, they are increasing, like popping up anywhere and everywhere. Oh, there's one more here. Don't have ammo. Just 4 of those. Oh, these I can get. Okay. Critical kills make the only thing that I don't like about this game, I mean, I would not say don't like as in, if the limitation is the amount of ammo that they give. It's a big concern, honestly. It does not work that way. Hunt is moving closer. Oh, there are a lot of coming. Oh my goodness. Quite a few coming in. Don't have bullets. And don't kill me for no reason. I need bullets. Fuck, there's a... don't have bullets. This was crazy. Finally. Oh damn, this will be... don't have life. That's it, I knew it. Oh my goodness. All that work. Gnosis 4. God. Where is the Mysteria from? Okay. This is powerful, man. This is good. Don't understand, how do I increase my... Okay, this time I'm gonna get the... I have to get... Yeah, this is where I have to go and get my stuff. Okay, I got it. Now, I need to go back. Chronoclast. I don't know what that is, but okay. Oh, this is quite a few of them. Point wasting bullets. I am like... Okay, okay. see. Stigma. Just have one heavy. That's bad. I need just thinking. Yeah. The walls of small medieval looking loom. तो है नहीं भाई. I think I'm playing this all wrong actually. Not sure. this I don't think I can turn on. Okay, next what? Time is not there, 3 minutes 51 seconds. I don't understand what happens. Okay, I will. You know what? Alright, guys, I'll take a break and come back. Have my lunch.
कुंभ राशि, जनवरी टू मार्च बात करूं तो नौकरी, बिजनेस, व्यवसाय में काफी अच्छे अपॉर्चुनिटीज आएंगी। अप्रैल टू जून बात करूं तो खर्च थोड़ा सा बढ़ेगा, लेकिन शनि महाराज की ब्लेसिंग है, गुरु महाराज की ब्लेसिंग है, जिससे क्योंकि गुरु साल के मिड में ही कर्क राशि से गोचर करेंगे तो आपके खर्च को भी कंट्रोल कर लेंगे और धन आने की स्थितियों को भी खोल देंगे। जुलाई टू सितंबर अगर मैं बात करूं तो अगेन कुछ ट्रांसपेरेंसी की जरूरत है, कुछ सामंजस्य बिठाने की जरूरत है परिवार में, जिसकी बेहद जरूरत आपको पड़ने वाली है। तो थोड़ा सा बैलेंस रखें, राहु केतु को बैलेंस करना बहुत जरूरी होता है। साथ ही साथ मैं कहूंगी अक्टूबर टू दिसंबर आपको जो हेल्थ संबंधित दिक्कत
Sands, I say we...
The wind has risen. We can move.
Hoist the sail.
Half speed ahead.
Hope I don't bump into one of those awakened.
Don't tempt fate. The sand is stirring.
Let us soothe it now. May we pour humility upon thy brow and let thy wrath be scattered. Sankara.
Ha! Right in the damned face.
Leave it be, fool. Cursed sand.
Trunk is behind cover.
जनवरी, फरवरी और मार्च ये कुंभ राशि के लिए कैसा रहने वाला है, ये जानकारी हम देने का प्रयास कर रहे हैं। सबसे पहली बात तो ये है कि कुंभ राशि को 5.5 साल हो गए, बल्कि उससे कुछ महीना 2 महीना ज्यादा ही हो गया। तब से आप काफी परेशान चल रहे हैं, क्योंकि शनि की 7.5 चल रही है। कभी कहीं नुकसान हो जाता है, कभी कोई काम नहीं बन पाए, कभी शारीरिक परेशानियां होती हैं। ऐसा होता है बना बनाया काम बिगड़ जाता है। शनि की आराधना, पूजा, दान, लेकिन अगर शनि की शांति नहीं कर सकते हैं तो चमड़े का शनि के लिए 7 हनुमान चालीसा के प्रभाव आपके ऊपर कम से कम पड़े। स्वास्थ्य को लेकर के, तो लग्न में आपके राहु बैठे हुए हैं, सर पे चोट हो सकती है।
So we got some new details on the Division 3. A lot of you guys know by now, Massive Entertainment, a Ubisoft studio, is currently working on the next installment of Tom Clancy's The Division. Now, if you head to the official Massive Entertainment website, you can click on Games and then click on The Division 3. And they're currently hiring 5 positions. You might have noticed that the animation director and the senior AI designer were on here previously. We covered this. They also had a narrative director that seems to have been filled already. And there are now 3 new positions that previously weren't on here, which is good news for fans of the Division franchise, as we know that they're full steam ahead with the next installment of Tom Clancy The Division. I have to know, are you guys excited for
Let me see. Powerful, man. This is good. Stigma.
You done killed my hog, boy.
Sorry about that. Came out of nowhere. I didn't see it come. Gladly pay you for it. How much you want?
It's gonna cost you $25.
Only have a few bucks on me right now, but I do have a check. My monthly check for Wiley College in Marshall. It's for $17.36. You may have that. I will endorse that over to you.
Well, let me see it.
It's in the car with my wife. Gonna walk to the car now. Junior, get in the car. Give me that salary check, Pearl.
We need that money, James.
Just give me the check. Go.
His wife has it.
Yes.
Here it is.
The check better be good, boy.
It's good.
Well, pick it up.
It is.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Where the hell you think you're going? You gotta help us get this hog in my truck. All right, on 3. 1, 2, 3. Ain't that too good to get the hands dirty?
Dad, I told you to get in the car. When I tell you to do something, Junior, you do it.
You done killed my hog, boy.
Sorry about that. Came out of nowhere. I didn't.
क्या हो गया? क्या कर रहा है गाड़ी? क्या करा मैंने? क्या साइकिल कट मार के गया? आप इस तरफ दबा रहे हो मेरे को। मैं साइड मिरर में तो देखो, मैं भी तो बाइक पे हूँ।
ये बड़ी अच्छी बात कही है।
एक बात बताओ, आप उस लेन पे चल रहे हो, आपको उसने उतार पहले तो ना देखो, ये पहली ये मेरे को एक मिनट रुकना, एक मिनट मेरी गाड़ी फोन देखा मेरी गाड़ी को बताओ अंकल बहुत बड़ी थाने ले जाके, अरे अंकल मैं तो आपसे गलती नहीं बनाऊँ, मेरी गलती है, चलो थाने में ले जाके, अभी है अगर मैं परिवार के साथ क्या होता ना, मैं तेरे को ना तेरी औकात दिखा देता।
अच्छा
सर गलती बताओ ना, साले ये तो साइड से कट नहीं मारी सर, आप लेफ्ट में दबा रहे हो मेरे को, देखो थाने जाना है ना, थाने क्यों जाने का, ये लेके जाऊंगा ना, तेरी औकात से ले जा। सर मैं आपसे कुछ गलत तो बात ही नहीं करी, मैं आपसे ये बोल रहा हूँ ना, देखो ले जाके ठोकूंगा, और किस तरीके से ठोकूंगा ना, मेरी बात तो नहीं।
तुम्हारे जैसे लोग इस देश के लिए श्राप है।
Hey everyone, Rogold here, welcome back to The Division 2, and today we are back on the Year 7 Season 3 public test server, deep diving on the brand new Companions feature that is coming to the game. That's right, if you didn't hear the news, we are getting a controllable NPC companion next season. The devs finally did it. Now, to answer the immediate question, they have confirmed that this is a next season specific feature, meaning this is currently not planned as a permanent addition to the game. Despite that, a lot of work has gone into this new feature, so I wanted to provide everybody with an in-depth look as well as some of my initial impressions. For a quick glimpse into those thoughts, I'm not somebody who has ever really cared about the idea of having a companion despite the volume of requests for it from the community ever since The Division 1, and after a good amount of time playing with it, while I do not think this implementation is perfect, I think a decent amount of refinement, especially with the companion AI, is needed. When this works, it's quite fun, and that is coming from someone who actively dislikes the idea of having to micromanage just about anything in gameplay. This definitely has a lot of potential. So let's just get straight into the details. If you enjoyed this one and you want to see more from me on The Division 2 moving forward, then be sure to subscribe. Shout out and thank you to our channel members for your continued support of my work. Without you guys, I would not be able to do this as consistently as I do, so thank you so much. But without further ado, let's get to it. So, let's start off by explaining exactly how these are going to work. This new companion feature is directly tied into next season's modifiers. The global modifier outlines the 3 commands you can give your companion, that being to target an enemy, to do a cover-to-cover move, and then to activate their unique ability. Additionally, it also lays out the various interactions that you and your companion can have. So, for example, one of those is a crossfire kill, which involves a target dying from damage dealt by you and your companion. Each of these different interactions gives you a temporary buff, like 10 seconds of increased crit chance or reload speed, but then it also grants progress towards activating your companion's ability. This active ability ties right into the 3 companion classes that they've presented here. Those are called the Spearhead, which is more of your assault class, the Tech Line, which is more engineer based, and then the Quick Fix, which is a medic. These make up our 3 active modifiers for the season. You swap between these to switch which companion class you want to accompany you. The sort of neat thing is that throughout this season, you will come across different True Sons defectors in the open world, and each one of these has a random roll of 2 traits, and by recruiting these defectors that you come across, that replaces any companion that you may have already had within that class. So hunting for your ideal or preferred trait roles is definitely going to be a big drive of the season. But anyways, for your given class, each one of them has a distinct ability that they can use in combat. So for the assault, they get to fire off an RPG, the engineer will deploy a turret, and the medic will deploy a support station. The final component to this is that this season has really gone all out with the amount of passive modifiers we have to pick between, and these will offer you various amounts of active and passive bonuses and perks to further customize your companion's gameplay. Okay, so I wanted to just start off with that explanation and overview of how this system works, but with my time on the PTS so far, what are my thoughts? As of now, I would say mixed. As I mentioned in the intro, when this system works, it is very fun. Having your companion rush into cover ahead of you, take a bunch of aggro from all the enemies around you, press a button, and they whip out an RPG blowing up a reinforcement wave, that is incredibly fun. And again, this is coming from somebody who before has never really had any interest in the idea of having a companion. Additionally, there are then the inherent benefits of having a companion that the modifiers don't really spell out. Firstly, there's the aggro factor, right? The idea that an ally can take some of the heat off of you without you having to run something like a decoy or a turret. You can even get a trait on one of these companions that allows them to increase their threat generation to further fulfill that fantasy. There's also the fact that your companion can revive you. This works very similar to how control point officers can do so. So that is a huge element in all content that you will take your companion into. However, despite the perks and despite the fun that can be found, there are some big improvements that I really think are needed here. Balancing is one factor. From my time so far with each class, I think Assault is far and away the best. They have the highest amount of damage for their weapon. They have a good amount of health and armor. While the medic is not bad and the support station is very strong, it gives big Reclaimer vibes from the Division 1, which is fun. Its duration is very short. I believe it's 10 seconds by base, and with it also costing the highest amount of points from your command link, right? That stuff that you have to build up to activate the ability. It just means that for that very high downtime, the medic is otherwise quite weak. The engineer, so far, I've just found to be very bland. Its turret focuses on shooting skill proxies and enemy weak points, which can be useful, but when those aren't available, it then just kind of sits there and doesn't contribute too much. So overall, I hope to see some tuning done between the three classes to kind of bring those two up to the level of Assault. But the other big hindrance across the board here is the AI. On the one hand, the commands that you give your companions work well, and the controls are very intuitive. You tell them to target an enemy, it locks on, at least on screen it says it does. You tell them to do a certain cover move, they sprint straight there. But unless you are commanding your companion 100% of the time, they will take a mind of their own and very quickly lose the plot. For example, you tell them to take a certain piece of cover, most of the time I hope that they would bunker in there and start shooting all of the enemies in front, but they'll do that move and then quickly dodge roll backwards, start moving around and just really flounder. I've also had several instances where they almost entirely glitch out. On the Assault, you'll activate the RPG, they then just run into the open, stand there, and don't really know what to do, and so that has been frustrating because again, when this works, it works very well. So more than anything, I really hope that they're able to smoothen out some of that AI jank ahead of the full release, but otherwise, those are most of my thoughts. So there you have it, my friends. That is a first look and some of my impressions of the Division 2's new companion feature. Pretty crazy that we are getting something like this in year 7 of the game, but here we are. At this point, I would love to know any and all thoughts that you all are thinking, whether or not you have played the PTS or just seen coverage of companions online. What do you think so far? Does it look like a system that you're going to enjoy interacting with and, really utilizing the companion? In the context of that feedback, I would love to know if you are somebody who was really into the idea of companions.
What's going on, guys? Vulcan here, and today I have 4 things that you need to unlock in WITCHFIRE. These are fetishes, a weapon, spells, and everything that's going to make your journey through the game a little bit easier. The first thing we're going to do is start off with a new weapon called the Rotweaver. The Rotweaver is a decay-based machine pistol. This one is located at the very bottom level of the Wailing Tower. You do not have to kill the boss in order to get it, you just need to get close enough to the boss's desk to grab it. Once you do, you can die, you can extract, it doesn't matter, it's yours. This is a powerful, fully automatic machine pistol that deals decay damage to enemies. The longer the burst, the more powerful the decay. However, as you stop using the weapon, whether it's you stop shooting or you stow it, that debuff is going to start ticking for less and less damage until it eventually falls off. So the best way to use this is to continue to use it and continue to spray and pray and inflict everything with decay. So let's talk about how to get down there and unlock this. So to get started, I do have a video on how to unlock the Wailing Tower. I put up the instructions on the screen here, but once you get into the tower, there's going to be a few different levels that you need to go through. The first level is going to require you to clear out a couple different waves of madmen. Once you do, you'll need to absorb the green essence that they drop. In order to proceed, you need to have at least 2 green essences absorbed. That way you can unlock the skull door seen here. Once you get to the second level, you need to go to all of the red seance circles, of which there are 3, and you need to kill enemies while standing in those circles until they disappear. Once you do this 3 times, all the enemies will disappear, and once again, they'll drop a green debuff essence. Once you absorb that debuff essence, you can go to the next door, and you can unlock it and go down to the next level. The next level, you're going to start looking at a bunch of monks, and you'll see a sanity bar. That sanity bar will start to slowly tick down. During this time, you need to kill all of the monks, and then an astral rift, which is a red portal, will appear where the monks were previously standing. You need to go into the portal in order to visit the astral realm. Once you're in the astral realm, your only objective is to survive for 20 to 30 seconds. Your timer depends on how many enemies you killed. The more enemies you kill, the more time you'll have. But once that timer hits 0, you'll be taken back out of the astral realm and put back into the Wailing Tower. You need to repeat this process 2 times, and then once done, clear out any remaining enemies, and then after that, absorb that final green essence, and then unlock the skull door. Once you do, you'll get down into the dining hall where the prophet, or the boss familiar, is waiting. If you're feeling strong and powerful, go ahead and try to take on the boss, but before you do, make sure to run over to his desk and grab the item off of it. It'll have a red little light coming off, that way you know where it is. Once you pick it up, it's yours, and then you're free to take on the boss. Let's talk about one of the most powerful heavy spells in the game, the Burning Stake. This is a fantastic spell. This will place a burning stake wherever you're looking, and then from there, as you deal damage to enemies, it's going to charge the stake. Once the stake is fully charged, it's going to unleash a massive fire AoE that'll deal huge amounts of damage to any nearby enemies. This pairs extremely well with the Stormball light spell, which the Stormball is one of the spells you can get through your research, so it's not something you can go and farm per se, you just have to continue trying to unlock light spells until you get it, but the Stormball will allow you to charge up the Burning Stake incredibly quickly. So the Burning Stake is under the bridge in the Iron Castle map, so you will need Gnosis 2 in order to access this map, and once you do, you'll see early game for you. Next, let's talk about one of the better early game fetishes that you can get, called the Mandrake. The Mandrake is at this location on the Scarlet Coast. For those of you who are curious on how to unlock the Scarlet Coast, first you need to unlock the Wailing Tower. Scarlet Coast, you want to make your way to this location. Once here, this is where you can pay 2,500 volatile Witchfire in order to dispel another wall and then pick up the Mandrake. What makes the Mandrake so powerful? This prevents a fatal damage 1 time per expedition. Once this thing triggers, it's going to restore some health and bring all of your spells off of cooldown. So if you're somebody who is struggling to sort of get the game mechanics, or you're very early on where you're trying to kind of get a handle on things, the Mandrake is a fantastic fetish to bring with you because it gives you an extra chance, whereas otherwise you would die. Let's talk about the last thing, and that's going to be the Kit Fane. So the Kit Fane is available in the vault on the Island of the Damned. You need to go to this location, and then you need to spend 2,500 Witchfire in order to open it. This vault is very straightforward. You want to make it to the end without running out of time or without dying, and the Kit Fane will be placed on an altar right in the center of the final room. This is a fantastic relic that'll cause lightning to arc after you dish out rapid hits, making it a perfect combination for a weapon like the Midas, the Cricket, the Ricochet, or the Rotweaver. So a couple tips for the vault. 1, make sure to watch out for the green light. This will cause sanity to drop incredibly fast, and once that happens, you'll start to take damage. Make sure to use your surroundings, that way you can block the light and not have to stand there and take additional damage. There will be ranged enemies for you to take care of, so bring something that is a little bit more of a longer range weapon. This could be a hangfire, it could be one of the sniper rifles, but make sure to bring something with you. And then lastly, don't feel too pressed on time. By the time I finished this as a level 30, I had a couple minutes left, so don't feel like you have to rush and make irrational decisions to try to beat the timer. The timer is pretty generous, especially in this first vault, so don't feel like you are too cramped on time. But once you get the kit feign, it makes life a little bit easier, especially if you're somebody using an automatic weapon build. So guys, those are the 4 items that you can find pretty early on in the game that are going to make your trips through Witchfire a little bit easier. Let me know in the comment section below if you found anything else exciting, but as always, thank you so much for watching. This has been Vulcan, and I'll talk to you guys next time.
Hello and welcome back. So today we're going to talk about the rest of the relics. I kind of wish
Still eating sanity. Gonna shut that off. Pure frame. In this Witchfire video I will show you where to get this thing and how it looks like fully leveled up. I mean, casting a light spell guarantees a lightning arc on the next shot. That's cool, which means if I equip myself, damn it, that lightning, where's it? My stupid light crystal, storm ball, this ability, and I throw it. Next shot will also cause lightning on enemies. Okay, where was it? Fully leveled up. Speed run through it. I'm gonna show you gameplay with it. After landing, multiple shots of bolt. Multiple shots, a bolt of lightning arcs between nearby enemies. So if 2 enemies stand close and you blast with your SMG onto that enemy, it will shock the other enemy for a little bit of damage. Shots to trigger lightning, 20 shots on the same target, so this is as much of an SMG relic as you can get. So use this knife with SMGs, and chance per shot to trigger lightning 3%, so that's not very high. What was the one that I always used? It's something with decay. Painted tooth? I didn't even level those things. Must be this, yeah. But this is pretty good for when you use SMGs like I do. Okay. First a little bit of gear frame gameplay, and then I will jump into my lesser leveled character to show you how to get gear feign. A dungeon that I deemed easy. Yeah, good. Let me show you what the gear feign electricity. If you tip them enough, electricity sparks to the nearby enemies. So especially here in this spot. Farm multi-kills. Maybe I won't even see a thing. Yeah. Okay, never mind. Never mind. No, you don't see a thing here. Okay. Kind of funny because of those things. They explode when people. Yeah, okay. Cut. Next segment I'll show you. Let's see if this works better here. Showcase this form electricity. I hit them enough electricity. Yeah, works well. So you just get a little bit extra electricity when you hit them enough. Cut. I already have 3 of those dudes unlock level 100. I made it. Let's go in with him and get kill Finn. This